Motor Speedway. They're lean, they're mean, they're 5 to 7 horses, a man and machine. They're 4 wide before they start to slip and slide. The Coast to Coast Racing League 350A Modifieds, Pro Late Models, and the 360 Sprint Cars.
We are live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network for a little hard Knox action here at the Knoxville Raceway. Dino, you're going to be in this first event here doing a little pole scramble. And I believe you're even in the first race, man, but right now you're not looking that bad on the timing charts. P4, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty good right now.
He stayed with the qualifying set, even though it's 4 laps and with the track state. Yeah, Jack Hitch just told me I'll be starting on the pole now for the first race because of a person not showing up. So we're going to keep it right here, keep the gearing right here, and just go. And now, if I advance and the track burns off, I might do a little bit of gearing adjustment. But I think I'm just going to stay with the qualifying set all night, or all during this shuffle.
Huge shout out to, shame on me, Dean. I'm got to get a little better at my job here. Huge shout out to Black Dirt Racing Company, for sponsoring tonight, yes. Night number 3. I mean, we wouldn't be able to do all this stuff and put on these fun shows without all the sponsors raise all the money we do. And, man, that is something I know a lot of us really look forward to doing. And, man, I was telling the boys I'm probably going to have to look forward to donating a little more, maybe buying a spot tomorrow, depending on the 4 drivers that lock themselves in later tonight on the Hard Knocks. I'll have to take a look at that roster and see if I can top 4 there Thursday. But, man, it is not going to be easy, but it's going to be fun, and all goes to charity. So huge shout-out I mean, Black Dirt Racing Company had tonight. Lucky number 7s, that's Bob the Good. He had last night. Full
And
Throttle
Jonathan
Motorsports.
Dolly.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Dolly, yep. And Andrew Tinold is a teammate of his, so they're both at the Black Dirt. And sorry to interrupt, Jay, but I don't know if you noticed, they actually they did a media post last night in their results because they both ran last night on Instagram. That was kind of cool.
Oh, that's neat. I'm going to have to go in. I'll have to take a look at that. No, to be honest, I didn't see that. But I know you strategically tried to interrupt me, too, before I thanked you and your team.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, man, you won't say it. I'll sing it for you, man. You've done a lot to kind of pick up the bag around here. And, man, the way you campaigned, I truthfully can't remember the last time we had this many different sponsors come on board for an event like this. So huge praise to you, Dino. And, man, we really appreciate the hell out of you for this.
Now because when you get sponsors and really we paid out a purse on Monday and Tuesday. It was some money there, and the sponsors paid for it, so it didn't cost the league any money. We didn't take any money out of the kitty so all the money now that we raise went either to pay for that purse or going to the charity for the Steve King Foundation.
Right now you're going to see 9 guys. Jeff Barker, he's going to be our pace car driver. So right now it's looking like we'd have 3 of these scrambles. If I'm doing my math correct, we'd have, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top 2 would then go against 3, 4. Then those top 2 would go against 1, 2. So I have to see if anybody else shows up. I see Dino pulling down. Chad Griggs kind of pulls down. Maybe they're getting a driver's meeting. Who knows?
Telecast is rolling too.
But I don't know. If anybody, Dino, you can tell them. If anybody is, thinking, hey, I'm close on time, I can make it. I don't care. The wife's in the bedroom tonight, so.
Yep, we're lining up now.
All right. Going to line up here for.
So it's going to be 4 laps, Shaggy. I'm going to be leading the field down. It's going to be me, Patrick, and looks like Morano. And 4 laps. Going to go green right off the bat.
Okay, so they're just running 3 of you here. All right. 3 of you. Going.
Yep, so it's 3 of us, and then the first 2 will advance to the next round.
Okay, all right. So basically, what Dino, he's not going to tell you here, but they've got to work a plan. They've got to find a way to wash this 39 out, find a way to get those 2 FTM cars rolling. Now, Dino, do we know, are we going to go this time by?
Yeah, we're going this time by, I think. If Jeff goes off the track, we're going to go.
All right, so we're going to...
Jeffrey is in the truck.
Focus on Jeff Barker. Yeah, that'll be, we'll have to do a pace lap with Jeff later. So I'll have an onboard camera. Yep, Jeff going to pull her off the racetrack. And no green flag. Fake green flag, but it waves. 4 laps to play. Dino with a good jump here right away. We'll follow Patrick Spangler. Can he hold off that 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano? Anthony trying to race his way into that second and final transfer spot. Looking to the outside. Patrick slides up, goes down to the bottom here on corner entry. Slider through 1 and 2. Anthony trying to diamond off. All this, 3 laps to go. Dino rolling through 3 and 4. Set to see the cross flags. Halfway, 2 to play. I've got to keep track, too, here. I could mark Martin Dino if I told him that was the white flag. So we've got to keep track for him as he rolls off of 4 white flags, set the wave, final time around. And right now, Patrick looks like he's found a groove here. That slider line through 1 and 2, same through 3 and 4. We're all single file. Final time through 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves. Give it to Dino, followed by Patrick Spangler. Anthony Morano gonna have to pack her up. He's gonna start. I think we had 3 guys not show, maybe 4, so he'll start 8th, I would think here, maybe 9th. Math wasn't the subject here. Now the question is, now Dean, okay, all right, never mind. You answered that for me. You guys are allowed to go reset. I didn't know if you had to fuel up or what to deal with. I don't blame you if it's not in the rule book. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't have enough fuel. Yeah.
In the real Knoxville Nationals, though, they make them fuel up, so they've got to have enough to go the whole time. That's why.
Because I only had 1 lap of fuel there. Else, I would be able to get this race in.
All right. So, okay, that's why they're doing this. So we're going to keep it to the
full load of fuel. Yep. So we get done, we can go in and reset. Ricky Main is the one car ready for this race. And then Ricky's going to lead us to the green. And then I'm going to watch Patrick blow by me because if he's smart, he's going to start on the inside behind Ricky. And then I'm going to try to get lucky and see if I can make up a spot somehow. If not, this might be my last race.
See, and I'm a big dummy, so they've had the top 10. Now, Anthony will start 9th. This is why they're doing this. So whoever was supposed to be in this race, the worst spot they can start now will be 7th place, correct? Right? 8th, 9th? No,
sure.
8th. 8th. 8th is the green flag waves.
Guys haven't shown up.
Yeah, they'll have to lock him into at least the lowest spot they could have. And right now, Dino trying to lock himself in to another race here. The 79 powers around the outside of that high side banger. Patrick Spangler going to look to the inside. Can't find a run. Rick Main leads the way. 3 to play. The 187 looking good in that Hinkle Holmes machine. Right now, leading the way here. Beautiful sunset in Knoxville, Iowa. Cross flags wave, 2 to play. Dean Reynolds holding on, running a little higher there through 1 and 2 than maybe he'd like. Patrick gets a big run off the top shelf behind him. And now we may have a battle on our hands. White flag waves one more time around. The high side banger. Gonna diamond underneath. Tries to get a run off of 2. Does he have room for the slide job? He can't. Dino runs the middle. We roll through 3 and 4. Final time. Checkered flag waves. And it's going to be Rick Main, Dino by a car. Patrick Spangler, well, he's going to have to pack her up. And he should start. So let's see. 9th and 10th got eliminated. So Patrick Spangler will start 7th because 8th place would have finished 4th behind him. So that is the deal here. Now, Dino, that means worst you can start for this thing now is 6th place. Got to be feeling good about that, man.
Yeah, so I kind of gained a spot, and gained a couple spots now, so that's good. So this is working out for me.
Yeah, I mean, what do they say? You're playing with house money now. I mean,
yeah.
So
yeah, I was going to start 8th, and
let's see who we got in this one. I can take a look over at that Discord page.
So we've got in this Ricky Main and me.
Okay, so because no Blake Chap.
3-car races because Dittmer was supposed to be in this one, right?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. No Blake Chapman in the last one. No Dittmer, and then in the next one will be 3 cars as well because there's no Ross Corinth. So
I thought Ross said he could make it.
Maybe Ross.
No, he's in.
No. Yeah, Ross is in here. So we'll have a full 4
today. So he said he was going to make it.
All right, cool deal. So we'll have a full 4 for the final one. We'll have to see. You know, man, maybe I know those guys. Are they teammates in front of you? I'm pretty sure they are. At least good friends, right?
I think they're good friends. I think they're on different teams, but we'll see what we can do. Now the cards are stacked against me, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, definitely, like Dean, I love you.
Money.
Yep, not in your favor. Go in there, give him hell, man. Let's see what Griggs does. He drops the hammer. We're underway. Rick Main got caught sleeping. Can Dino take advantage here? Does he think about a slide job? He's clear. He does. Rick can't go around. Dino to P2. Rick Main looks on the bottom here through 3 and 4. Can't do it. Dino in the good groove coming off of 4. 3 laps to go. Dino in the final transfer. Chad Griggs leads the way. Dino holding strong. Rick Main trying to weasel away around. He's going to go up high. Think about diamond and low off of 4. Try to get a run. Cross flags, 2 to go. Dino slider line through 1 and 2. Rick Main looking to diamond off. What's better? Rick with a big run, but he can't float up coming off the corner. Thinks about it. Can't do it. Dino playing defense. White flag in the air this time by 1 lap to go. This is the battle to make it. Can Dino punch his ticket, guarantee a top 4? Or is Rick Main going to join Chad Griggs? Final time through 3 and 4. Dino goes low. Checkered flag set the wave. Chad Griggs and Dino punches his ticket. Rick Main caught sleeping on the start. Gonna fall back and gonna start this thing P5 tomorrow night. Dino, we guarantee ourselves a P4. And man, I'll tell you, this couldn't be. I mean, this is like the hot girl asking you to prom.
Well, this is not unexpected, but I guess this qualifying set that I have is pretty darn good because I'm gone with a higher gear than I normally would, and so it's there we go. So yeah, we'll see what we got.
And this is gonna be a good one here, and arguably, if you get a good start, I mean, outside maybe where you want to be. So let's see.
Well, there's teammates in the front row, so I got a feeling there's probably going to be a countdown. If they're smart, if they're in the same Discord, and then it's we'll see.
If they're in the Coast to Coast Discord, I could yank them both up here so they wouldn't have an advantage, but they're not.
Yeah, and that run there, I think, because I went with a higher gear. I think I went with a little higher gear than Ricky. I was able to out-drag him coming down the straightaway. Plus, I could see the leader go. If you're on single screen, it's so hard to see when the leader goes. And Ricky could have been on single screen, so I just got a little lucky there.
This is it, man. Top 4 here. This is what it's going to look like tomorrow. In what order, we're about to find out. 4 laps to determine, is Ross the boss with his perfect 500 leads the way, 4 to play at the Knoxville Raceway. Good jump there for Ross, and Dino letting that 79 eat up high where he needs to, and man, he's doing what he needs to do. Right now, Dino looking at a top 3 starting spot here in the Knoxville Nationals. Had never made a show before. Ran out of gas, fuel didn't reset. But at least, Dino, at least you get that 4th, man. I know it's, and maybe you want to be up top. It might be where you want to be. We'll have to see. Halfway, 2 to play. Ross Carina still leads the way. His teammate in the 49, Jesse Bandy.
I don't know why my fuel didn't reset.
Very close here, so not too sure if Bandy maybe tries to make a move. Here's the white flag waves, final time around. Chad Griggs solely in 3rd place. That's where he's going to start tomorrow, barring a big, mess up here from the teammates as the checkered flag waves. Ross Carina keeps perfection going, wins the pole scramble. Jesse Bandy, P2, Chad Griggs 3rd, and Dino, after the heartbreak of the running out of fuel, man, coming home 4th. But you know the deal, dude. 4th. I mean, come on. If I've sent you a message this morning.
On the outside anyways.
Exactly. And if I sent a message this morning into our chat and said, dude, you're going to qualify 4th, you would have, you'd have had the best day of your life. That was a great run. And man, you got yourself in prime spot tomorrow. So now you got to really focus what gear, you don't say it over here, but and you got your work cut out for you.
I know what gear I'm going to do for a 47-lap race. I think everyone knows what gear you get to for a 47-lap race. So
everyone except Blake Chapman and all the people who know how to motor around the bottom. It's unfreaking believable. Let's see here. I'm just gonna have to pause this on their cars. I'll go back a lap. I'm not gonna be able to.
All right, so I am not in Hard Knocks, so I gotta hope there's a friend that is running Hard Knocks so I can get in and run. Oh, actually, I can join with you. Are you in the Hard Knocks yet?
Me, no, because I'm gonna wait to. I guess is Ross the only one? Or no, here they all come.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't start to 7:30. Duh.
No, yeah.
Stupid. I'm stupid.
yeah, we got time to kill. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
I mean, even if Chad Griggs comes up, is he coming up too?
Are there anyone down there? Can we drag anybody?
Yeah, I see both the teammates are down there. I just didn't know if we wanted to grab Griggs first, but.
Yeah, no, let's. They finished 1-2. Let's bring them up.
We'll pull them both up at the same time here. I mean, the teammates running 1-2, and Ross. I mean, Jesus, dude, you gonna save anything for anyone else? You swept last night. You couldn't even let Jesse win tonight. Are you excited to start on the pole tomorrow?
Should be exciting. I mean, obviously this track state, it's pretty hard to pass. You gotta pretty much time to. Oh, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we got that.
Pretty much time to start and I mean, just run the cushion and go. So, yeah.
Now,
it'll be fun.
Now, Jesse, it seemed like, you're there. You don't want to make any crazy moves. Happy to start P2. And maybe, your teammate on the inside starts on green flag. Do you think maybe there was some gamesmanship there? Maybe you want to start second tomorrow night?
Ross and I aren't talking. He's kind of like the guy that takes all the girls in the bar, So he's
I told him he
we
better
ain't been talking all day today, so it's been pretty quiet.
I told him he better not pass the boss on the start.
Well, hey, you guys looked like you had fun out there. And I mean, at the end of the day, come in here, we're charity racing. You guys get to start 1-2. I mean, a lot of good guys behind you. I mean, one of them there finished third, Chad Griggs. Do we have what it takes to hold that man off for 47 laps tomorrow night?
Oof.
I don't think so. I mean, he's I think he's a step above everybody in here, and that's not a knock on anybody else. But he's got a lot of heavy hitters that are behind him, and I don't know. It just seems like every time I get into a race with him, it's very, very hard to beat him. So
He's Mr. Consistency too.
Well, with 47 laps, though, Ross, how many races have Chad run that distance? So I don't think you know, and you read a track very well. So I don't sell yourself short. I'm picking you to win this darn thing. So, and what you've done with Jesse here, and Jesse, you've gotten so fast the last couple months now with the help there and everything. I don't sell you guys short. I think you guys can give Chad a run. And then the other question is, do you think fuel will be an issue with the 47 laps?
we were talking about that, and what are we doing? 47 in one race, or are we splitting it, or what is the format?
No, it is one race. I hate that split crap, especially when you can do 50, because we've done 50 here before. So I don't know if 47 actually is going to be a huge deal. But the main thing, I want to do a driver intro in 4 wide. I'm going to suggest that and do that as the practice. So then we just go out grid and do our 2 laps and go racing. That's what I'm going to present to the executive committee, and because I don't like the idea of doing a 4 wide when you could get hit in the 4 wide and you have to use your quick repair, and then you're out of a quick repair with before the race even starts.
That, and it kind of takes the guessing game out of it too. Then with if you get it done in 2 laps, or if you get it done in, I think I've done a race before where it took 5 laps to get all that stuff done. So then
Yeah, and then I don't want people to run out because we're not getting in line for 4 abreast. Yeah. But
so it'd be 47 green flag is what you're thinking?
Well, I mean, the Knoxville Nationals have been 50 before green flag laps. They just went 47 because of the Westbrook family.
Yep.
So, but I don't mind a race that has a little bit of fuel conservation in there. I think we're all going to do some practice. I know I'm going to do a little bit of practice tomorrow, and do some laps on a heavier track and just see how far I can go.
And the real question here is everyone wants to know, Ross, whatever you did to fix Jesse, can you do it to me within 24 hours?
Well, I've been hearing that a little bit, and I don't think there was anything that needed to be done to fix Jesse. We just kind of told him sometimes he was very timid. Maybe not timid's not the right word, but I think when he came on board with us, we just made him be a little more aggressive, and I think that's kind of what's showing. And obviously he's getting comfortable in the car, but I don't want to give all away the secrets, but I'm actually driving a Bandy built setup, so he actually builds it for me. I just drive it.
Okay, so maybe Jesse can fix me then. I was asking the wrong person.
Yeah, it's probably the other way around.
I'm short on the driving ability for sure. I run out of talent. But it's been good. Just building confidence and knowing that it works for somebody else, so it should work for me, right? That's been the key.
Well, hey,
so lucky I ran out of fuel in that last dash.
Yeah, Dino is coming. I mean, he may have hunted you guys down.
I had 4 gallons less than you guys did. So,
I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us and letting us kill some time here, because still can't roll this thing for 2 more minutes. So, hell of a job, guys. Look forward to, hopefully racing with you. Hopefully I don't have to buy my damn way in there. I can race my way in tomorrow night. But good luck leading the way, guys. And when you lap me, I'll try to stay out of the way.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, hey, look looky who did decide to show up.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, you showed up a little
Yeah,
late
yeah,
there.
yeah.
What's going on, Rick? How we doing?
Oh, I'm great. Just harassing Dean in the chat.
Yes, he is. We're having a little fun in the chat. And
Yeah.
no, it's funny. With that track state, Ricky, I put more gear to it. That's all I did. I said, you know what? Screw it. I did a qualifying setup and went up a click in gear, and I said, I'm just going to let her eat. And I think that's what helped me on the start on you.
Where's
I
Rick?
think it just got more pull coming down the front stretch.
I'll put us up here on the screen, me and Dino. Where's Rick in his muscle shirt? Why hasn't he joined us yet?
Come on, where's his 5-figure death punch? Come on, let's go. We gave you the link.
Yeah, I know. He's playing hard to get. He must have got too many ladies going after him after the last time.
Wait, link where? I don't see no link.
In the Discord. The driver cams.
Links that we could put up your driver cam. We're gonna do that again.
You know me, I always do those. I didn't see that.
Yeah. No, we're gonna definitely do it tomorrow. And because you don't have to run hard Knox, but we're gonna do it. We're trying it tonight and ask people to join in. But yeah, I thought that was great when we did it for the modified week there.
I love it. I mention it to everybody that'll listen.
Well, yeah, so let's spread the word here. Get that going. I'm going to roll up the in-between video. We'll load up in the next room at 7:30. Just open. So we'll be back here. Hard Knocks. Get ready. 4 guys going to punch their ticket here tonight. So stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
It's time for another edition of RSN Trackside, powered by Bob Johnson Auto Group on Rock Sports Network. Gets on the champion, trying to be a bit of a hiatus. So let's get.
Tonight we'll be talking about it.
outpouring of love was amazing. These dollars had come together to support us, and we realized, no, we didn't want to use them for us. We wanted to use them to help others.
The foundation has done so much for so many people. It helps any family that has somebody, whether it be a crew member or one of the drivers, that get hurt. We can help them to get through the situation.
I was injured in a non-wing sprint car accident that broke my neck and left me with a spinal cord injury. I was in the hospital 8 months, and that got really, really expensive. So having that extra help to help push me and my family forward was a big deal.
I was involved in a pretty gnarly sprint car crash. Found out my brain was swelling and bleeding. Pelvic bone was broken. I had 2 cracked vertebrae on my back, and I was in the ICU a little over a week. The Steve King Foundation reached out to my parents. We received a donation from them. Immediately they started me on what's called neurofeedback, and insurance did not cover the neurofeedback appointments. So we received another donation from the Steve King Foundation. It really helped a lot, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the Steve King Foundation for everything that they have done for me. This last Sunday, I got to turn laps in my modified here. That was my first laps back in a race car since the accident, and I truly believe that if it wasn't for the Steve King Foundation, I wouldn't be able to do that or be where I'm at today.
Yes, Steve's death is the reason the foundation exists, but it's Steve's life, and it's the lives of racers everywhere, is the reason we're able to do the work we do.
Oh, hang out here. We'll talk the feature.
Yeah. See, we put him on the spot. Ricky's still here, I think, so now he's not allowed to leave, or else it would be real awkward. Ricky Main's still here with us, and we're getting ready to go do a little hard Knox action now. You know, I'll throw up the points here. Now, that black line, the top 16 are already in. Those are your guys locked in. Rick's already in. You know, you saw him in the pole scramble. Dino already in. But everybody 11th through 16th that you didn't see, John Dolly, Joseph Grandy, Steve Goldner, Cale Bixler, Christian McCartney, and John Klimowicz III, they are all in. So everybody down below
are exactly in those positions.
Scroll this up.
The top 10 is going to be what we just did with the pole shuffle. And we got to figure out how that rolls out with the guys that didn't make out. The 11th through 16th are in at exactly that spot. Then the top 4 tonight are going for positions 21 through 24. And then we go back into the soups, which is from your points earned on those 2 nights. Now, I know that goes against what Knoxville does in real life, but it's a little easier in real life because the guys that run Hard Knocks have to be there because they're already here. But we don't want to penalize somebody that can't make Hard Knocks and would have started 5th in the B main. I don't want to put him in the D main because he had something going on in real life and he couldn't make Hard Knocks. So we're going to carry over the points from there.
Yeah, or so maybe had to broadcast
it. Yeah, Jack hits on the pole of the B main unless he qualifies for tonight.
Yeah, I've got to take a look, man. This is, who do I obviously, I'm going to have to keep it on the inside. But what 4 guys right now, like Andy Patton, Andy's already in, isn't he? Or I guess he doesn't have to take that provision.
He's doing this to try to improve.
That's right.
Because he would start 26th right now. Jeff Barker's scheduled to start 25th because now he's next in line in veterans. Andy won volunteers, so he's 26th. But if he finishes in the top 4 here, then it would move down. Who finished behind me in volunteers? I took 2nd. Or whoever will be in the next in line to get that provisional. But Andy's here to, because these spots are 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's a lot better than starting 26th.
Let's pop these announcer cams / one driver cam back up now. There we go. Yep. We got Steven Fernberg up at the top here. And, if I maybe dyed my red beard, trimmed it a little bit, Stephen and I's beard look pretty similar here.
Easy there, Shaggy. Easy. Come on. Ricky, you got a trimmed beard too, don't you? You're a bearded guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I will tomorrow. I got a fresh cut lined up, so I'm going to be looking good for
look at this.
Oh, nice. My God, I can't let my wife watch tomorrow.
Shaggy. That is a man that prepares.
Yeah, my wife won't be allowed to watch tomorrow night. I'll tell you that. Not if he's on a driver cam.
It's going to be over at the house. I'm going to make sure she's not watching either.
Right, now
so
let's see.
with the names in here, let's see. I mean, Ricky, you can even take a look here and then put in a little color commentator. I mean, you know, the Klemowicz has got some speed. We know Fernberg's got speed. Teddy York has always been smooth. But you got Ty Dickinson, you got Christensen, Jeff Barker, of course, Clay Christopherson, Jeffrey Kemper. Yeah, there's some good runners in here.
Now, didn't I just say? Oh no, okay, never mind. Oh, we have John Klimowicz Jr. and John Klimowicz III. I was, my mind was blown there for a second.
I don't know if you saw the joke at Discord. Klimowicz Jr. goes, "How do I feel? I'm the one that built the sets, and my son made it, and I didn't."
Yeah, that is that's a tough one.
Yep.
All right. So we got him in
this
here.
Server stays to 8 o'clock, Shaggy, because there might be people coming in late. We can't advance until 8, and it's open to anyone that wasn't in the top 16. It even open if somebody paid their entry today. They could actually still run Hard Knocks, but no one did. You know, if they get more than 24 cars, it'll be a B. If not, it'll just be free heats in the future.
Well, you know what? I mean,
four come from this Hard Knocks. We'll go to the A main tomorrow, so they don't have to do the suit.
Oh, Chad Griggs has his driver camera on now too. Right as I turned it on at the perfect time there. Okay,
look at this setup. He's got a room like built for iRacing. Look at this.
Yes, I'm gonna. You know, we got 20 minutes, so he's muted right now. You know, maybe he'll hear us and unmute, but see, he's got his driver camera on now. He did unmute. What's going on, Steven?
Steven, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good, man. I mean, right now, obviously, track's really going to change, but you're P4 on the timing charts. You feeling confident?
Yeah, I feel a little bit confident after last night. I think I started 17th, ended up 9th, so I felt pretty good.
Well, right now,
you got faster as that race went on, Steve, and so are you a slick track guy? Do you want this to burn off?
Yes, 100%. I want it to burn off.
So now, that being said, you know, being a slick track guy, do you think you're going to go top side, bottom side, maybe the middle? I mean, what's your initial feeling here tonight?
If it slicks off, I'll probably be down around the bottom. That's where I was most of the night last night. The top here just gets so treacherous now.
Yeah, it seems like, man, it's almost like doing jumping jacks there on the outside, and I don't know what it's been since that update, but it has been wild. Wait, we got Chad Griggs in here now too. What's up, Chad? Freaking party going on in here. I have to put the cameras back on.
Now, no pressure, Chad. Carrenta says you're the favorite.
Disagree.
All right. Okay. Now this is interesting because who do you think's the favorite then, Chad?
I don't really know. I'm gonna have a little different strategy tomorrow, so I'm not really sure. I would say starting up front is key anyway. I don't think there's gonna have to be a whole lot of saving fuel anyway. I've done some testing this week, and I think it's going to be just about as fast around the bottom as it is anyway up top. So as long as you can feed the bottom and just rip laps off the bottom, your fuel's going to come in fine, especially when you factor in cautions. We're going to have cautions, so you factor those in, and that's going to put your fuel right in line.
Have you practiced getting by idiots, though, like me? I mean, I almost took you out the other night when you tried to lap me. I was trying to woe up on the bottom, and I was thinking, all right, those fast guys, they must be up top. And here I almost took you out leading. I mean, are you worried about stuff like that? Because, I mean, really, a lot of experience, you know, up here, down here. I mean, you got to kind of, navigate your way through the minefield.
There is, and I haven't totally decided, but I do a lot of races where I go to the back for that reason, because I want to get practice anticipating and trying to maneuver around guys that maybe aren't as fast, but being able to do that, recognize things early, and safely navigate my way around those people. So I'm not even made the firm decision, but I might even take an EOL tomorrow just to make it fun for myself.
I'll tell you right
Ooh.
now, Chad, that got brought up in our executive committee, and I'll be frank. I said I don't like him doing that. I want this race to be mano a mano. This is the biggest race of the year. He earned starting up front, and I think Chad Griggs should start up front, and we just go race. That was my 2 cents. I'm going to let them decide on that, but I just want to let you know me. I'm a racing guy and everything, and I think you guys earned to start up front. I just don't like that EOL stuff. I think you earned it. This is the biggest race for coast to coast of the year, and let's just go racing. That was my opinion.
I'm kind of with Dino on that. I mean, Chad, as much as it would be interesting to see you fight through the field, man, I'd like to see you go out there and compete. I mean, Ross, with that perfect 500, I mean, I think everybody'd like to see you maybe, knock that one off. That would be really interesting. But, I mean, you're going to do what you want to do.
Everybody can have their own opinion, and there is no right and there is no wrong. It's just something that I enjoy doing, and if I can get somebody else closer up to the front that maybe gives them a shot to go win the thing, like, I don't care if I win. I'll try. I'm going to try my best, but it's just more fun to me to try to navigate around people and through the field, and 47 laps is a long time, although it's hard to get there from all the way back, but
I just wanted to point out, where I came from. So if they don't grant it, you can yell at me if you want, Chad. But in all seriousness, now I do have a question. Say the bottom all of a sudden it gets weird and slows up, and you see that, you're looking at relatives, hearing your times. Do you go to that top because you know what it's going to look like tomorrow? I mean, do you cut bait and go up there and take your chances? What's the thoughts? Because those moguls are getting, it's the largest I've actually seen them on the sim.
They were, the other night, they were like 6 feet tall or something crazy. I'm not afraid to go run the wall. I actually prefer to. I'm not afraid to go run the wall at all. I'm just gonna keep an eye on my fuel. I'm gonna have my fuel gauge pulled up the whole time, so that I've really got a good grasp of, okay, now it's okay, I can hammer down or whatever, hammer down for 5 or 10 laps, and then if I see it getting out of line again, I can go cut down the bottom and save. So that's just the biggest thing for me, is making it a fuel thing where your fuel works out at the end.
All I can tell you is Rick Main is not following Chad Griggs around the bottom, so I would rather junk my car.
Rick, I know where you're going. Ricky.
Amen, brother.
We're going to try, boys. We're not following Chad Griggs around for 47 laps. I can tell you that.
I like running the top of Knoxville too, but then when the moguls get that high, I realize I'm 58 years old and my reflexes aren't that good. So I kind of, as Shaggy says, live for another day. And sometimes I will cut bait and just abandon it. But I'd rather be up there myself.
Nope. Podium photo means nothing for me. I want one of those Andy Patton trophies.
Now, Steven, to kind of get back to you a little bit, I mean, when we grid up tomorrow night, if you do have to race tomorrow night, you got a pretty good starting spot. You're third. So is that can you drive a little more aggressive here tonight? Or, I mean, what's the plan? Or are you maybe just doing research for tomorrow? I mean, what's the strategy?
This is more or less for a practice for me tonight. I don't have a lot of laps here at Knox anymore. So I'm going to drive semi on the safe side, but if it happens, it happens. So I'm just going to look at it that way.
Yeah, that's you're in a much better starting spot than me tomorrow. I may have to go to that C main, depending on how they take. But I don't know, man. You guys, we still got, 12 minutes here. So the track's looking like it's starting to develop a little bit of a high side. I'm seeing some guys move up to the top. A little more worn in than I thought you guys would get it here in practice. You liking it?
It's starting to get where I want it to be. I liked last night's track. Last night's track was awesome. And for this being a last-minute deal for me to run this, because I wasn't going to.
Cote couldn't, and he gave the spot to you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of my teammates. And
the Goose.
So I'm honored to do that for him. So, and I just want to see where we can go with it, really.
Yeah, I mean, house money, literally. I mean, do you have to give it to Cote if you win it all, or do you get the pocket it all?
We never really discussed that. I don't see myself winning it all. There's so much talent in this league since I stepped away. And when I stepped away, there was talent. And then when I came back, there's so much more talent. I'm just trying to get my feet under my feet again.
Which, and to bounce it back to you now, Chad, if you're still here, you're some of that talent that really has come in. And, what do you credit that to? I mean, where did we get our start? Did you do any racing in real life? I mean, or are we just strictly on the sim? I mean, what do you feel gives you that advantage?
I started out, I raced flat track or TT quads, ATVs.
Oh, shit. So nothing scares you.
I ran quads flat track for probably upwards of 15 years or so. And then, of course, you get old and manhandling a quad around a track is a deal, to say the least. So that got to where I couldn't do that anymore. It just got to be too much, too physically demanding for me. So I tried my hand really briefly in a UMP modified, and just didn't really like it. Did it for a year or two. Sold the car, and got out of it. And then didn't really do anything after that, but be a race fan until I was a COVID iRacing baby that came in during COVID. So
I was too.
That's when I got my rig and everything. I started was I think March of 2020, right about the time COVID hit. But yeah, for me it was just putting laps down and laps down and laps down. And I tend also, I go in and watch a lot of people, and I don't know if anybody believes me or not, but I learned so much just by watching my teammates, studying what they're doing and how they're doing it, and studying different lines and track states. And that's really all it is for me, is just putting laps down and watching other people and watching tracks and track states and all that.
Yeah, and it's something, I mean, I hear you guys talk about, and it's so hard to understand. But for instance, Monday night when the track was, pretty glassed over, I mean, we're never really full throttle around that thing, are we?
I wasn't, not on the bottom. I mean, you had to throttle it to, especially in 1 and 2, holding the bottom down there. 3 and 4, I didn't really flirt with the bottom too much. I just didn't like it. It didn't feel as good as the top. But yeah, especially 1 and 2, like, you got to really baby the throttle, because you want that left front right there at the edge of that inside berm, so that your left rear is catching that moisture as soon as possible, so you can get back on the throttle and come on out of 2.
Now that was weird, the way the track was. Your top 3 and 4 on Monday was fast. For us on Tuesday, it was 1 and 2. It was just a complete opposite. Yeah, that is. I don't know what does that. I don't know if there was different humidity or time or what, or maybe how the guys rolled in during practice. But, I watched Monday. I was on the broadcast, and I put that in my memory bank, like, okay, that's what I'm going to – and it was a complete opposite.
Yeah, and see, I wish I would have like gone in there and ghosted, because a lot of times, and I see this happen a lot in races. So if you get a guy or two up front that just says, okay, I'm going to go run the top and rip the top, well, then that's where everybody migrates, because that's where it's fast, or some fashion of the top. So they go migrate there, and then everybody's scared to go try to run the bottom. But I wonder if somebody went down there and nailed the bottom, if it might have been equally as fast. I don't know.
I mean, it was weird, because we watched what you did in your race on Monday, where you and Dittmer just came out of turn 2 and got shot like a cannon. But it was just, there was nothing there last night, coming out 2 on the bottom.
Yeah, that's weird, because the servers were up the same amount of time, had the same amount of practice time in them. All that was equal. Cars were real similar. So theoretically, it should have played out close to the same thing.
Now, Ricky, the berm is that thing on the inside when you come out of the pit. There's a berm down there or something. We do go down there and take a look at what that is, but just to let you know, so in case you want to try to migrate down there.
Hey, I've gotten a lot better at learning the bottoms of tracks. Aiden hooked up my FOV so I can actually see the bottom now, and it's allowed me to actually hit it once in a while. I just haven't crushed enough laps down there. The difference in the guys that are pros, they're hitting it every single lap, where about every fifth one I slip up a little bit, and then I lose 3 tenths. On what was our first race, Monday?
Yeah.
If you missed it in 1 and 2 and got into what I call the sucker hole, it was like 6 tenths you lost.
Well, I think we could all agree, and Chad, if you're still listening, that when I watched the bottom of Knoxville, Tyler Schell can run the bottom at Knoxville like nobody's business. And Tyler's actually talked to me a little bit about, but man, that track looks like it's all up against the cushion's not moguls or anything else, and that's the way to go. We're doing time trials or single car time trials, like at that no limit league that we were in, Chad, and everything, and he's run the bottom, and he turns a tenth faster than everybody.
Yep. And I have gotten a lot better at running the bottom after teaming up with him and joining his team. So, I mean, you can't. He's like a freak of nature on that kind of deal on the bottom. You can't teach it, but you can study it, and you can watch him, and you can see exactly what he's doing, and watch the line that he's entering when he turned. How he's working the brakes and everything. But
where does one find said game tape?
Any pro race on the YouTube that
No.
involves Knoxville.
Well, yeah. I guess it's nice to have that input, though. I guess you're right there with the streamer. I don't really think about that, but I love seeing that. Man, I wish I could steal that from you guys with the SDK software. See what you're doing one day, man. Hopefully, iRacing gives that to me. I'd love to see throttle inputs, what guys are doing where, because it's interesting. You hear some guys. And, not to throw you down, Rick, I mean, Brandon kind of the same way. They, like to sling it up top, not as much throttle control. And then Blake Chapman, I mean, Chad talking about, woeing the thing down, running the bottom. You got so many different ways to go fast. It's pretty interesting.
Well, I miss Justin Norwood when he did his YouTube channel. He would actually show his throttle control and his braking and everything. I would watch him all the time. He hasn't put up a video in probably almost 8 months now, but he's borderline pro, has run some pro races when he qualified, but I used to watch Norwood do that and learn.
I keep trying to find his car. Shame on me that I didn't announce it in the beginning, but we saw on the site there that Bill Calder, I guess, got out of the hospital last night, so maybe doing a little better. And let's see. Greg, I
think Jack is running the car still. I thought I saw it on the track.
I was trying to highlight Greg for kind of all the work that he's done for our man Bill Calder, because GJ Boydell, it's been awesome. The way he's kind of come to Bill's aid. Huge shout out. Greg had to miss the other night.
Broadcast, but I can jump off the broadcast and do it if you want.
Greg's here tonight, so hopefully, one of those guys maybe pull that 4-leaf clover out for us, see if we can't get that 014 in tonight. But long road ahead. Speaking of, I mean, Steven, you won't say it. I mean, but you're definitely going to be one of the favorites tonight. Maybe not the favorite, but for a top 4 spot. But you got anybody you maybe, fellow racer you're keeping your eye on tonight?
Maybe Andy Patton. He's always been fast. I've raced with him a lot.
Yeah, and he actually, it's great. Well, Andy, if he would need it, he's got himself the, I believe, he won the volunteers, right? It wasn't the veterans that he won. He won one of them, won one of the provisional races. So Andy will have himself in the show. I guess it was the volunteers because it was the one I did last night. But it's definitely a better starting spot for Andy.
Oh, Shaggy, you're going to lose me because Jeff got me doing race control. So I'm going to jump out of the Discord, and I'll come right back in right after the race is over.
All right, you're all good. I'll send all you guys away, too. I appreciate you for joining in. You can go. I'll send you back first, Steven. Good luck, brother. You were in the Cote one, right?
Yeah.
All right, good luck, man. Hopefully I'm talking to you later.
All right, thank you.
All right, Chad. Thank you for your insights, and good luck tomorrow night, man.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to come in here. I wanted to test out this link because I'd never done that. Have
Hell
a good
yeah.
broadcast, man.
Yep. Marty it'll be a different one tomorrow, but he'll share it. But it'll work the same way tomorrow.
Have a good one, Shaggy.
Yep, you too. It's Chad Griggs. He's going to be in the show tomorrow. And, well, you heard, I lost my man Dino. So I guess I'm doing this solo here. As I getting a couple messages out there. Sorry about the pause. Little behind the scenes coast to coast action going on here. Right now, this is, I think, actually, GJ did pull out here. Going to come out right before qualifying. Greg Boydell, the man of the last 5 minutes, should have been the man at the beginning of the show. Really, Bill Calder is the man of the show here. Love you, Willie. Hope you get better, man. I can't curse, but F cancer, dude. And we need to really figure that stuff out. We love you, Bill, and man, you'll get through this. We need you to get through this, so stay strong, and we'll have you back slinging some dirt here. Hopefully, within, next couple, let's aim high. The next couple weeks, let's get Bill back out here. I mean, how cool would that be? Take a look. Who's going to pull out on the racetrack first? One of the Doc Watson here. He's going to be the guy. I'll quote myself the other night. F it. I don't want to watch anybody's practice lap. I'm going to go do my own thing. I like my groove. He's going to run the high side through 1 and 2. Let's see what he does here. Mike, it's a little loose coming off at 2. Real slick there on the entry to 3, but finds it, hooks it up. And Mike, the Doc Watson, comes across the line. Lap number 1. With a 16.52 as Jeremy Christensen rolls to the top of the board. Let's watch his second and final lap. Christensen with a 16.40, tied with the gentleman Jack Hitt. Who GJ Boydell. Here we go. Karma's real. The 014. Top of the charts. Look at GJ Boydell slinging it around. He gets quicker. Purple through sector 1 and 2. What can he do? Slows down through 3 and 4. GJ Boydell not going to improve, but right now still the top dog. The 014 is Steven Fernberg now. He spoils the GJ party. He goes top. Now Putt takes it over in the 51. Clay Christopherson and the gentleman Jack Hitt rolling in P2 right behind. As I forgot, these guys got 3 laps here for the Knoxville Nationals. They threw me off. Okay, normally we're doing 2. I think real life they do too as well, but who knows? Set up for 3. Let it be. Andy Patton out there on the racetrack. He hasn't put a lap in. This will be his first time as he crossed the stripe. P13, the general Andy Patton, arguably one of the favorites here. You heard Fernberg bring him up. Andy looking for a big improvement. Slower on this lap so far. Slower through both sectors. Andy runs that slider through 1 and 2, loses the rear end a little bit, catches the cushion. Let's see what kind of run he gets off. Slower than lap 1. Slider line through 3 and 4. The general, Andy Patton. Your final qualifiers, I lied. John Klimowicz Jr. still has to qualify. He's got 2 minutes and 28 seconds to get it in. And actually Roger Craig as well. Not sure if the Bassman running tonight. I don't think he put in a qualifying time, a practice time either, the Bassman. We'll have to see. Is Klimowicz Jr., the setup builder, goes to that top shelf, rides the moguls, trying to get a full head of steam. Klimowicz Jr., green through sector 1. That's expected here on lap number 1. What's it look like here through sector 2? Is he better than the outlap? He is. Green, the 034 parks it. P1 John Klimowicz Jr. No purples out of the man, but it's consistency. And the 034 atop the charts. And that's really going to help the cause here of the 34. And, I got to wonder. Sorry for this unrealism, but we're going to turn this away. I didn't think to ask Dino. Okay, so they probably didn't mean to do this. I don't think they would want to invert 4 with the feature, but it is set up for an invert, so that's what they're going to be committed to. I wouldn't think you'd want to penalize the guys here for qualifying well. But, you know, if you noticed that and you maybe played the game here, that's really going to help because we're not going off points tonight. It's the top 4 in the feature. So maybe, you know, if one of the drivers are listening to me, you maybe mention that to Dino. Dino would probably want to keep it more on the real version and you just invert those guys back at the beginning and clear blacks. But it's, like I say, all up to you guys. But man, oh man, you kind of feel bad for Klimowicz, Christopherson, Ted York. I mean, we're probably going to have 3 heats now instead of P1. They are going to fall back to 4th. So that stinks. It is what it is. We do have 1 driver cam, so we'll try to... I should have rode with Fernberg at qualifying. Man, you know, what am I thinking? Here is... I'm going to turn myself off. I just figured it out. As... Yeah, that was lame. Right now, still waiting. Now maybe I'm the only one in there, so may have no driver cams this evening. I mean, if you know, you want your man out there, tell him turn on their cam. Let's figure it out. We got a little bit of time before we roll into the feature. We'll have 3 heat races. Take a look. Heat race number 1, starting grid to the inside of row 4, the 34 of Gary Taylor. Row 3 to the outside, the 41 of the Librarian, Pat Boyce. To the inside, the 181 of my teammate, Jeffrey Kemper. Row 2 to the outside, the 75 of the Mayor, Steve Bixler. To the inside, the 014 of GJ Boydell. I talked all that crap for nothing because it meant top 4s transferred straight to the show. They did turn the invert off, so it shows the broadcaster is an idiot, and Jeff Barker and Dean Reynolds, they know exactly what they're doing, and they don't need any input from a dumb broadcaster. Row 1 to the outside. Winner of this, remember, starts on the pole here for tonight's Hard Knocks A main jacket. To the top shelf, to the inside, the 034 of John Klimowicz Jr., and that's good. They got this right. That's the way we wanted this thing. You do not want to penalize, you know, the gang here for qualifying well. That would have been a way, you know. I mean, I would have noticed that if I was in the car. I would have tried to sucker that any way I could. Klimowicz was out on the racetrack. I'm not too sure why it is telling us he is on pit road. That is absolutely wild. There we go. Refresh it. I was wondering what was going on there for a second. We'll do one more lap around here before we go play, but this is your best shot. You could win heat race number 1. You start on the pole. You got the whole field looking in the back of that rearview mirror, and right now the Jack hit the gentleman on the outside of row 1. Could he steal heat race number 1? Does Klimowicz have what it takes to hold on? Could maybe an outsider, possibly a Bixler, come up here? Not an outsider per se. He's a coast-to-coast, huge member in the coast-to-coast. But what I mean by that is maybe a guy you're not expecting. A big surprise. The Mayor maybe hangs this thing up high on the top side as the green flag is high. It's ready to fly. 8 laps to play in the clay at the Knoxville Raceway. Jacket trying to swing wide, build up that momentum. He does. He holds on to P2. Bixler up into 3rd. The Mayor trying to take a peek here on the gentleman, and John Klimowicz Jr. walking away, loving every second of what is going on behind him. The Mayor, Steve Bixler, ripping the outside. We got a battle for 3rd. the mare. Slider line looking to defend here. Doesn't want to allow GJ to get to that inside. 5-lap feature, so definitely not over. But man, that is half the battle. If you could get this thing K1, a whole ton of weight going to be lifted off the back of that 034 is the 34 in the tail end. There may have been some contact between him and Pat Boyce. Falling off the pace, Jeffrey Kemper moves up the fourth here, is trying to defend himself from the 014 of GJ Boydell. Kemper ripping that high side. Not a lot of time here. Jeff playing a little more defense than offense. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to the back of the mare, but he's going to try to hold off the 014 of the Iron Man with 2 to go. Klimowicz Jr. starting to see that 217 appear a little bit bigger in the rear view mirror. What can he do? White flag set the wave, half a mile at the Knoxville Raceway. Klimowicz ripping the top shelf, so is the 217. What do they do through 3 and 4? 034 goes high, the gentleman goes, or 034 goes low, gentleman goes high, swings down, checkered flag waves, and I blow it with the wrong camera, but John Klimowicz wins heat race number 1, followed by Jack Hitt, Steve Bixler, Jeff Kemper, GJ Boydell, Gary Taylor, and Pat Boyce. Ready to take a look here. Starting grid, heat race number 3. Running out the field in the 313, David Tormoski. Row 3 to the outside, the 36 of Barry Goldner. To the inside, the 87 of the General, Andy Patton. Row 2 to the high side, the 8 of Dylan York. To the inside, the 006 of Mike the Doc Watson. Row 1 for heat race number 2. Winner starts on the outside of the front row for tonight's A main. To the outside, the 029 of Steven Bernberg. And starting on the pole, the 051 of Putt Putt, Clay Christopherson. Bernberg floating up here to the outside. Try to pack that top in, maybe see what's going on up there. Always experimenting going on. You know, it may just look like, oh, that guy, what is he doing up there? He's trying to figure something out. Not just floating up there for fun. Going to drive up there, flirt with the high side, see how bumpy it is. I mean, it doesn't look treacherous compared to what it was the past 2 nights. So I imagine we're going to see guys run up there at least, you know, half the feature. I mean, we'll see a bottom come in, that's for sure. Because my overlay is not working. You guys see it. That is crazy. Now I get to try and figure this out here for a heat race or 2. As the green flag's high, it's ready to fly. Heat race number 2 is underway. Putt Putt drops the hammer. It's time to play. Bernberg on the outside trying to build up steam here. Can he get that choo-choo number 29 to the inside? Steven Fernberg rolling the top. High, wide, and handsome, but he's got a 51 right in front of him. He's going to have to find another way around, maybe a slider on the inside. Speaking of slider, Andy Patton throws one up. Here comes Dylan York, cuts back to the inside. And now Dylan York back up to P4. Andy Patton right where he started in 5th. As Fernberg losing touch on the leash here. Clay Christopherson trying to drive away as the 51 really throwing off that dust here. It's got to be tough for the 006 here to see. Let's hop on board here. What's it look like on corner entry? Actually, not too bad when they stay out of that bluff. It's only when they put that right rear up there high coming out of the corners. You kind of see it going down the straightaway. Not too bad here in the corners. So Clay Christopherson, if he could just stay comfortable up top, you got to think it's This is his race to lose here. The 051 feeling himself right now at the Knoxville Raceway. Three laps to go. Two this time by as the flagman gets set. Popsicle sticks wave. Clay Christopherson has built up a gap a little over half a second. As right now the 29 is Steven Fernberg. Sees the doc reeling him in. But does the doc have enough medicine here? The Steel P2 white flag waves. 1 lap to play. Clay Christopherson, one of the guys I probably wouldn't want to have to race against tomorrow. Another right behind him in Steven Fernberg. May come home P2 as he bobbles around. Checkered flag waves. Give it to putt-putt. Fernberg P2, the doc 3rd, Dylan York 4th, the general 5th, Barry Goldner 6th, and David Tormoski P7. Just give me a second here. I am going to try to reset my overlay here. We try to figure out why this is being so naughty for me. There we go. All right, it's back. Naughtiness over. Take a look. Starting grid, final heat race number 3. The Bassman, Roger Craig, rounds out the field. Row 3 to the outside, the 67 of Ty Dickinson. To the inside, the 93 of Butters, Jason Butterfield. Row 2 to the outside, the 18 of Logan Wentz. To the inside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker. Row 1 for heat race number 3. Winner starts on the inside of row number 2 for tonight's Hard Knocks A main. To the outside, the 16 of Jeremy Christensen. And starting on the pole, the 09 of Ted York. I have to reset your guys', not mine, because, well, I already had to do that. Dang SDK. Ted York takes that beautiful black and gold 09, man. I'm not going to go to intermission tonight. The warm-ups, it's a charity race. We don't need to run those commercials. I should have done this for the guys in the heat race. I wish I had a, maybe a Marty running the cameras here. Then we could do this on their intros. But reading all the guys' names, clicking all the buttons, I'd need about 6 monitors to be able to do all this. But just highlight some of the paints. And these guys, a lot of put in some work for these things. Logan Wentz, that thing's beautiful. Bowman over there, he does a wonderful job. As we pace around here half a lap, then we go drop the hammer, 8 laps to decide the final heat order. Keep an eye out on Jeff Barker. Man, can he maybe find some grip, spoil the party for that front row? If not, Ted York may be able to drive off into the sunset here in Iowa. We'll have to see as the field stacks up. Green flag is high. It's ready to fly. 8 to play at the Knoxville Raceway. Ted York getting that run on the outside. He jumps up to the cushion. The Brewerton Beast, though, just like I said, Jeff Barker trying to battle in the inside. He finds that grip going down the backstretch. Not willing to play Mr. Not Nice Guy. He is Mr. Nice Guy right now. Wouldn't go up there. Won't show Logan the right rear either. Give him enough room, but Logan's still biked up. Going to hold on to 4th for now. But this battle is far, far, far from over. Jeff Barker to the inside, trying to find a way around Christensen, but Jeremy has that head of steam coming off the 2, and now he's maybe got the rope tied to him. Here comes Logan Wentz. Chug-a-lug on the high side. The 18 rolling. Can he get one more? Oh, man. The number 18 train has left the station. Next stop, P2. What can Logan Wentz do? Goes to the bottom through 1 and 2. Logan Wentz can't do it. And now Jeff Barker. Oh, he thought about taking a bite of the apple. He gets the door slammed shut. Logan Wentz holds on to P3 for the moment. As the field spreads out, 3 laps to go, Teddy York. He is just building the sandcastles and kicking them down. Out front, the man is just destroying this place. A second up the road, and Ted York making a statement here, peeing on the fire hydrant. You are going to have to watch out for that 09 of Teddy York. As Logan Wentz sees the mirror fill up once again, we're running out of time here at Knoxville. White flag in the air. Ted York rolls off the 2. Nothing anybody else can do. The 09 looking dang good fine as he rolls off of 4. Checkered flag waves. Teddy York wins heat race number 3. Christensen P2. Logan Wentz 3rd. Jeff Barker 4th. Dickinson 5th. And Butters coming home 6th. Like I say, I'm going to mute myself here. Let me, crack open a Mountain Dew. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They're going to run that B main. I guess just to help them with their starting spots, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Starting grid. So Roger Craig will be listed, but he didn't run that last one. I'm not going to scroll down for him. He'd be starting P9 if he does decide to grid up. Row 4 to the outside, David Tormoski. To the inside, the Librarian in the 41, Pat Boyce. Row 3 to the outside, Butters, Jason Butterfield. To the inside, the 36 of Barry Goldner. Row 2 to the outside, the 34 of Gary Taylor. To the inside, the 67 of Ty Dickinson. Row 1 for your B main, to the outside, the 87 of the General. Andy Patton, and starting on the pole, the 014 of G.J. Boydell. The Iron Man, G.J. Boydell. What can he do here? Can he bring it home? Let's see here. I was going to say, now the overlay didn't want to work for you guys. No chance did we set up a B main for 4 laps. No. Yes, we did. 3 laps. 3-lap B main. That's the way it's going to go. Let's see what happens here. In 3 laps, this is going to be quite the shootout. Man, hold on. It could get wild depending on, how naughty you guys want to get, how aggressive we're going to be at the start of this thing. I see... we got Susie out there talking. Sorry, I've been rough on the coast to coast chats. See, but the way I have to sign up through my streaming service, it's through my YouTube, and those are the default comments that come up. So, not that I want to pull away, but if you ever have anything you really need to say to me, hop over there on Shaggy TV on the YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll see that right away. As we see the Bill Calder-inspired 014 set to lead the way. And Greg Boydell, hold on. Win the B main. Only 3 laps to play. As we drop down, the green flag's high. It's ready to fly, and we drop the hammer at the Knoxville Raceway. Boydell slides right up to the outside. Ty making Mama Bear proud on the inside. The 67 rolls the bottom. Ty trying to give him some of that sauce here. Slips up, though. Little slippy there through 3 and 4. Dickinson going to fall back almost to third here as the General gets the 87 wound up. Takes back over P2. But Ty goes right back downstairs trying to make it work here. Can he find the grip? Coming off of 4, give it to Ty. Dickinson moves on up. Does he get to the outside here with the white flag waving? Final time around, G.J. Boydell Started up front, looking to stay there. Final time off of 4. Checkered flag waves. Give it to the Iron Man, G.J. Boydell. Ty Dickinson third. Andy Patton third. Ty Dickinson second. Andy Patton third. Gary Taylor fourth. Pat Boyce fifth. Barry Goldner sixth. Butters seventh. Tormoski eighth. And Craig rounding out the field. Now is that drink time. Now is when I'll click down through the guys as they're on the track. Show you a little zoomed up camera maybe of their sponsors. Now, I'm just going to apologize right now if I've missed you. I'm trying to do the scans here of guys maybe I hit, didn't hit. Once they start putting laps in, they start jumping all around, and it doesn't say in order for me. So my apologies if, maybe you missed your moment in the sun there. I think I got everyone for the most part. Maybe missed David. He's sitting there on pit road. Yeah, I think so. I can say my apologies if we missed you, but man, none of this happens without all of you guys showing up, donating the money here to the Steve King Foundation and allowing us to put on a good show here. You know, I can speak for Marty and I both. Now, obviously, we get paid for doing this, not this week. We don't take that. We don't want it. This is for a great cause. And if, they were to pay us and want to put money aside, we always have them add it into the donation. Marty and I, we enjoy doing this, and I couldn't imagine. Well, I mean, I maybe could imagine passing tonight off. Maybe I did try. Maybe I wanted to race in Hard Knocks. But, hey, I just, want to be out there, too, with the gang, with the boys. As we get set here, let's take a look at our starting lineup here for tonight's Coast to Coast Knoxville Nationals Hard Knocks A main lineup. Rounding out the field in the 747, we have the Bassman, Roger Craig. Row 10 to the outside, the 313 of David Tormoski. To the inside, the 93 of Butters, Jason Butterfield. Row 9 to the outside, the 36 of Barry Goldner. To the inside, the 41 of the librarian, Pat Boyce. Row 8 to the outside, the 34 of the captain, Gary Taylor. To the inside, the 87 of the general, Andy Patton. Row 7 to the outside, the 67 of Ty Dickinson. To the inside, the 014 of G.J. Boydell. Row 6 to the high side, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeffrey Barker. To the inside, the 8 of Dylan York. Row 5 to the high side, the 181 of my teammate Jeffrey Kemper. To the inside, the 18 of Logan Wentz. Row 4 to the outside, the Doc in the 0006. Mike Watson to the inside, the Mayor, the 75 of Steve Bixler. Row 3 to the outside, the 16 of Jeremy Christensen to the inside, the 029 of Steven Fernberg. Row 4 to the outside, the 217 of the gentleman, Jack Hitt to the inside, the 09 of Teddy York. Row 1 for your C2C Knoxville Nationals, Hard Knox A main to the high side, the 51 of Putt Putt, Clay Christopherson, and on the pole, the 034 JKJ John Klimowicz Jr. As we get set to go here at the Knoxville Raceway, top 4 punch their ticket to the show. Who is going to go as we roll off of turn 4 for the final time? Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off. The green flag is high. It's set to fly. 25 to play in the clay at the Knoxville Raceway. Klimowicz with a good run there through 1 and 2, but here comes the 09, Teddy York. What can the teddy bear do? Rolls the bottom through 3 and 4. JKJ rolls the train off the top, and he leads the way lap number 1. Clay Christopherson feeling it. Here comes Jack Hitt behind him. That's the 217, the gentleman, ripping that high side, high, wide, and handsome. What can he do in that Bill Calder-inspired 325? We would love to see the gentleman punch his ticket. That is one of the guys Shaggy does indeed not want to have to contend with tomorrow night. We need to get, well, maybe with the way Klimowicz is driving, we want him in here too, and I'll have to deal with Fernberg tomorrow. Because right now, these top 4, they are not playing around. Phenomenal pace as Ted York tries to lead the race. Just can't do it on the bottom through 3 and 4. Making up time, though, on the bottom through 1 and 2. If he could just find a way to throw this slider, maybe park it up top, does he? Teddy doesn't. He pulls the reins on the horses, keeps them down low. Just trying to milk it for now. The 09 knows top 4 make it. Maybe don't get too aggressive. Fernberg, he's back here in 5th. He knows he's got to go. Got a good spot, starting spot tomorrow, excuse me. But the 29 of Fernberg would love to just get in now, not have to deal with idiots like me tomorrow night. As the top 4, 2 by 2 with 19 to go. Clay now going up top here as we're almost 3 wide for the lead. Now Clay goes to the bottom. Teddy caught in the middle here. Here comes the gentleman. Jack Hitt downstairs trying to do some bargain shopping. But the real bargain shopper's that 51, 3 wide slide job for the lead. The gentleman there for a little bit. JKJ counters back. He still leads the way. 17 to play. It's the 34 of Klimowicz Jr. Absolutely has his hands full. As you know what? We're going to go loud. We're going to go proud. We're going to go trackside. Klimowicz gets a run off the top. Can he hold off Putt Putt? Clay working the bottom, doing just living up to the nickname. Putt Putt in the basement. Just can't do it through 3 and 4. He gets such a good run here through 1 and 2. Can he make do? If he could just find a way to get up top. Maybe he can do it. No, Klimowicz holds on. Man, the dragon has yet to be slayed. The 034 leads the way. 14 laps to play. Clay, maybe enough this time. Slide job for the lead. Junior cuts underneath. Still the leader at the line. Now he goes down. downstairs. Slide job for him. Putt-putt on the bottom. Looking to take it back here. He's got the lead in the middle of the backstretch. Clay Christopherson can't throw it up there. Didn't feel like he had the run. And all of a sudden, here comes the gentleman. Jack Hitt swinging a bag of hammers. Looking to make it a 3-car race. Not too sure what happened to Fernberg, but he's fallen back to 7th. Ty Dickinson, don't look now, has raced his way up into the battle for 5th. My apologies there as you hear me choking. Now he takes over 5th, does finally complete the pass from the dock, but he needs a caution. Gonna need help to get up there. Klimowicz doing enough to hold strong, but the top's starting to fade in 1 and 2. The gentleman trying to look low. Does he throw a slider? Jack Hitt with a slide job in the 325 scheme. Oh, what a story it would be for the gentleman to win the Knoxville National Hard Knocks here. Bill B sitting at home, big smile on his face. Can Jack Hitt do it? Can he make the place go wild? 8 laps to go, 4 miles here in Iowa. Only 1 flag's waved so far, the green, and we do not have a lot of time left. Jack Hitt gets it done on the bottom, shuts the door up top through 3 and 4. New leader with 7 to go. The gentleman, Jack Hitt. Can he hold on as we approach lap traffic? Lappers on the bottom. They're through 1 and 2. Jack's going to go up top through 3 and 4. That's the preferred line. But is he going to have to do it here through 1 and 2? Lap car on the bottom. Jack gets caught up here. Going to lose some time. Not enough for Junior to really come reeling him in, but here comes Ted York. He is hungry. The 09 looking fine, moves up to P3. Clay Christopherson falls back to 4th, but he knows that's a transfer spot. He's going to be happy with that. You can see Ty Dickinson, that blue car way back there, but we are battling 3 wide here for 2nd. Clay on the bottom, Junior up top, York in the middle. Jack Hitt. Somebody needs to tell that man to calm down. Somebody already put the fire out. You are a 2nd ahead. Let's get this thing in the show. But the only way that 217 knows how to go is quick. And man, the good ones, you just can't turn it off. You gotta go. If you start slowing down, you might make a mistake. You might hiccup. You might find that inside berm. And Teddy York trying to be the worm here on the inside through 3 and 4. But here comes Clay Christopherson. Putt counters back. Can he get a 2 for 1 here? He gets York. He's on the inside of Junior as they enter 3. Putt, slide job, 2 for 1 here in Iowa. Side by side, white flag in the air. Jack Hitt goes to the bottom through 1 and 2. 25 laps, green flag here in your Knoxville Nationals Hard Knocks. And your top 4 going to be led by the 217 of the gentleman, Jack Hitt. He gets it done here at Knoxville. Putt P2. JKJ rolling home 3rd. And Teddy York getting the 4th and final transfer spot. Ty, Mike, Jeff, Steven, Jeff, GJ, you got to come race with me tomorrow night. See if we can't battle it out for the top 4, as Marty will be on the call for that if I don't make the show, or, you know, maybe don't happen to win one of those raffle spots. I will call it right beside Marty. But either way, I'm going to hang out in the booth. I'll be in the car. So it is going to be a good one tomorrow night, man. These top 4 earned it. Hell of a show. And, well, you know, it ended up staying green flag, but you started in the top 4, you finished there. Ty Dickinson was the big mover. I mean, up 9 spots, 14th to 5th, but just no caution flags, didn't have time. And We'll see if all top 4 come up. I'd like them to all come up. We'll see if that happens. I know we have Klimowicz Jr. and the gentleman Jack Hitt down there, but we'll see if we can't get Teddy York in here too, being that 4th and final. Now we got Putt Buddy. Slowly crawls his way on in here. Yeah, okay. Here he is. Here's Ted York. I'm glad. I don't know if Dino told you to come up or if you heard me, but I'm glad you did come up, Ted. I wanted to talk to all 4 of you, man. You are in the show. How are we feeling? I mean, well, first off, you got to be feeling tired, right? Who the hell is expected to go 25 laps green flag here? I know I did.
That was a hell of a fun race. I felt like one of the 4 of us could have won it at any time. So
yeah, and
tired?
Oh, dude, I would imagine. I mean, that's side by side at some points. I don't know how aware you are, but I mean, you're 3 wide, and I'm thinking, are you at all thinking to yourself, hey, I'm in the top 4, I need to behave, or does that driver in you, that little devil on your shoulder, try to make you go a little harder?
I was 3 wide in the middle with like 2 to go, and
yes, it was. I saw it.
I better back out of this and.
Oh, hey, Ted, I think your finger might have slipped off your push to talk.
Yeah. I figured I better back out of it and live to fight another day.
Yeah.
To go.
And
Shaggy,
dude,
we've heard that one before.
Yeah, that's the smart way. I mean, and I'll tell you, Ted, obviously the racetracks change, and I know you're going to race smart. You want to make sure you're in the show, but dude, you were in another realm in that heat race. I mean, 2.5 up the road. Were you just maybe keeping it in the bottle here a little bit, or was the track real difficult there towards the end of the race?
I was disappointed in the way I ran in qualifying yesterday, so I put a lot of tacky lap practice in today. So I ran a bunch of laps trying to figure out how to get faster in the tech.
Well, man, I mean, it's paid off. It showed. I mean, you guys you did well in your heat races. I mean, the top 4 finished there, and you guys kind of drove away, made it your own little show. Congratulations, Teddy, man. I believe, Dino, this is the 6th annual, right?
Yep, 6th annual Michael Westbrook Memorial Knoxville Nationals, and Teddy's going to start 24th.
And, man, give him hell tonight or tomorrow night, Teddy. I'll be rooting for you, brother. Unless I'm out there on the racetrack, don't give me hell. Give everyone else hell.
Thank you guys for all putting this on. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Shaggy, let me just interject a little bit. Ted runs the NARC National Auto Racing. Is it what is it? National Auto Racing? So
National Auto Racing Club
iRacing League and the School of Sim Racing. So he's admin a lot of this stuff. So he has a lot of appreciation of what we do, and he's been an awesome guy. He's brought some guys into coast to coast, and it's really cool that Teddy can just sit back and race and have some fun at the other end. So I'm glad he's in the show.
Not only just race, man. He's fast. I look forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night, Teddy. Good luck.
He was on my ass all day yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. That pace, that not many people can pull away like that on a track like that. I really am. I'm anxious to see what you can do tomorrow night, man. Good luck.
Well, thank you.
Good run, Ted.
Teddy bringing home P4. Now we bring up John Klimowicz Jr. John, I know you felt the pressure, man. You built the setup. The sun made it in last night. You had a little bit of weight on your shoulders, but now it's gone, dude. And I'll tell you, the leader, Jack Hitt, he got some of the show, but once he got out front, those last 5 to 10 laps, you guys were the show. I mean, 3 wide every other lap. How much fun was that? But at the same time, you're sitting P2, P3. I mean, how nerve-wracking was it?
Well, Shaggy, I'm 56 years old, and I feel like I just ran the Boston Marathon. I'm sweating.
I guarantee it, man. 25 laps green flag. I asked Ted that. I mean, that's something, let's be honest, they call it hard knocks. I kind of expected guys to be aggressive, but there's no way you expected to sit in this car and go 25 laps green flag, did you?
No, well, it's like I said, my big motivation when your son, who's 27, says, "Oh, you got a race tonight, Dad? I'm already in the A." So So I didn't want to beat anybody else. I just wanted to zip my kid's lip. I build all the setups. We're a small team. It's just my son and I put all this work into a setup, and he goes out there and beats me by a tenth or two of my own setup. So I can't figure it out.
Well, I mean, you had it figured out tonight. You know, it seemed like a lot of guys rolling the bottom there through 1 and 2, but you were pretty committed to that high side. I mean, how treacherous was it? It looked like at some points, man, not just you, that top of 1 and 2, man, guys had their handful. I mean, it seemed like if you hit it right, you could milk it. But man, it was tricky up top. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, it was. Thankfully, my son was spotting for me, and he pretty much said the top four checked out pretty good, like a 3 second lead. So um, I don't know who I was exchanging sliders with there, and it was pretty fun racing. And I just told my son, I go, I'm not gonna pass back. I'm just gonna hold on to it because, I don't want anything stupid to happen where I take myself out trying to win a race that, I just want to finish top four was my goal all was tonight. So, and I was able to achieve that, and I think I lost 5 pounds of sweat. So.
Well, tomorrow night, man, Dino, he's going to roll off 23rd, correct?
Yep, John, you'll start 23rd in the race tomorrow, and I'm 58, so I feel you.
Yeah,
But
I'm telling you.
what preparations do you do? I mean, I'm being honest. When you get these long races, us old guys, we need to go to the bathroom. Our arms get tired, our necks get tired. We got 47 laps to go tomorrow, John. Is there anything that you actually do? Do you put a pillow behind your back to get more comfortable? I'm being serious. Is there some things that you do to get ready for a long distance race?
I'll be honest with you, Dean. I've never ran a 47 lap race at a big track. It's always been the small tracks. I think I'm going to play Eye of the Tiger, and I'm going to run around the lake tomorrow and try to get in shape.
That's the best interview we've ever had.
That
the
is
best
awesome.
interview quote we've ever had. Well, John, I mean, obviously, if I'm lucky enough to make the show tomorrow, I'm going to be right back there with you. So share some of your strategy with me, man. How do you get the back to the front? Is it patience? Is it maybe being aggressive? I mean, what's the deal tomorrow?
Well, my experience, I've had a little bit of bad luck with the coast to coast as far as just being collected and stuff. So I'm gonna drag the tail for a while, let everybody sort itself out, and then hopefully through attrition and a few good racing, maybe I can get up to a top 10. Or I don't know. But it's
That sounds like a pretty promising strategy. And
yeah,
if I was back there with you, John, that I'm pulling that same card, man. That's got to be the goal.
I don't have any. Some people I've raced against have third lap trophy winners. I'm not into that. I take my time. Like I said, I'm old. I gotta have my wife have my nitros here in case something happens. It's gonna be interesting.
Well, hey, John, congratulations, man. Good luck tomorrow, and tell your son good luck as well. We'll be rooting for you, boys.
Thanks. I'd just like to say thanks to the sponsors, Flatline Racing Bodies, Extreme Speed, Shaggy TV, Coast to Coast Racing for putting this on. I'd like to thank my son for testing with me. On a side note, we're probably the tallest team in sim racing. He's 6'8" and I'm 6'6". So
holy shit.
If you ever want to meet in the pits afterwards, just give us a call. I'm kidding. Thanks a lot, guys. Had a great time. You guys have a great night.
Hell of a run, John. Congratulations on getting it, man.
Thanks. Bye.
Junior getting himself in the show. And Dino, I'll tell you what, I don't know, we have a picture together. I don't know if we could take that. That would be a tough one. They may be able to take us now. Well, let's go ahead. Let's pull up the P2. Yeah, let's go. You want to handle this one?
Sure, I could do that. Yep. So, Clay, you're in the show. You're going to start now 22nd. And this is going to be interesting because Shaggy, we know Clay. He's a slick track specialist, likes patience. So you're in the show, and I got a feeling you're looking forward to 47 laps tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I will be coasting around the bottom almost the whole time, regardless if it's fast or not. Because I saw what the tire wear was with 25, so 47 is gonna be. I think those last 7 will maybe do something then.
Now, we joke around with the FTM guys not running sprint cars, and you have run some. You actually got wins in coast to coast. But with that long distance race coming in and what you have learned, you got to consider yourself a dark horse to get this win because, if the yellows fall correct and everything else, I think you could be right there.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel any better, I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, that's a smart. Well, I think we all are kind of in that same boat. But yeah, that's I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
touch that
Morano
one.
sent me a different set during practice because the other set was just it felt too loose, but I don't know really what a loose sprint car feels like. But I just didn't like it, and he sent me something else, and it felt a lot better.
Nice. You
Now
should
tonight's
forward
race,
that.
the tonight's race, the top 4 checked out. Did you know that? Were you playing conservative?
Kinda. I saw that we had quite the lead, but then we were kind of having fun battling, and I didn't see much danger in it. So
So who do you? Yeah, we got a big team here, but who do you got to thank for your sprint car success now?
all you guys for putting this on. I like running these new classes and stuff I'm not used to. Changes it up a little bit. Swan Speed Shop for 358 and big block setups, and all the guys at FTM.
I thought you were going to mix it up some. I threw you the bait.
I don't know how to do that, Dean.
Hey, good run, brother. It's good to see another teammate in. You don't have to do the soup tomorrow, so you get to sit back and watch a little bit, and then we'll go racing for 47 laps. Good run, man.
Thank you.
Hey, take it easy. Oh, he left. I was going to say, take it easy.
He's
If I get
he doesn't like the interviews.
No, he does not mess around. And this is another guy who normally tries to make it quick, but I won't really let him. Here, Jack, man, congratulations. You're one of the guys, I pointed out right away. I did not want to have to race your ass tomorrow. So thank you for punching your ticket, brother. How you feeling?
Thanks, Shaggy. Yeah, feeling great, man. Locked in.
Yeah, and doing it in the Bill Calder scheme, as I touched on.
Cool.
Bill coming home today too. So I mean, dude, how's that feel? Maybe you were the spark, got Bill home.
Well, shout out to GJ Boydell. He's the one that got Bill home. So he's up there doing the hard work for us. I'm just trying to do my little piece.
Yeah, and speaking of doing your little piece, if you want to get up to the front tomorrow, you're going to have to do a lot more than a little. What's the strategy, man? Starting in the back tomorrow, how do we get that thing up front?
We got a long time, so patient first for sure. There's going to be a lot of attrition. Trying to avoid the wrecks that probably inevitably going to happen. But I don't know. Just like I said, play patient probably till about 20-25 to go, and then burn it up.
No, Jack, did you race with? Yeah, you raced with me Monday, right?
I did not this past month. I've been missing Monday for T-ball, but I'll be back.
Oh, no. Okay, well then you missed two. You raced last night. Then did I call you last night? Did you race in the?
I raced Monday. Well, I was in the volunteer race Tuesday night.
Yeah, see, so you did race with me Monday, Jack. That's what I was talking about in the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, now it seemed like tonight. Well, I wanted to compare tracks. It seemed like tonight the track not near as rough as it was, maybe Monday and Tuesday. Did it feel like that out there?
1 and 2 felt smooth, man. I mean, if you got too far up there, obviously it'd try to throw you back down. But I mean, if you entered right, you could really hit that cushion and fly. But 3 and 4 was definitely pretty rough. But there was more there than Monday night. Monday night I think we were pretty much strictly the bottom, or maybe it was backwards. But I don't know. Yeah, it was 3 and 4 was pretty rough tonight for sure.
Well, hey, Jack, you and Dean, the two guys in here with me, big part of keeping this boat rolling, and you guys have done an excellent job along with Jeff Parker putting this thing on together. I'm sure I'm missing some other names, but this Knoxville Nationals has probably, arguably, been one of the best here, sponsor-wise. Look forward to see what it's going to do, and man, I'm glad you two are both in the show. But before you get out of here, Jack, you got anybody you want to thank, man?
Yeah, man, gotta thank you for putting on the broadcast. Everybody else that's been in the booth all week long or will be in the booth tomorrow. Like you said, Dean and Jeff, and then Bill's a big part of getting this thing going too. And the whole executive team. Everybody's kind of had a little piece in it as the week goes through. But gotta thank everybody for coming out and racing. I think we had like 41, 43 entries, something like that. Dean's probably got a better number for me.
50, actually.
50, yeah.
Yep.
50. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So got to thank everybody for signing up. I mean, without the drivers, we don't have a good show, right? So hopefully we can just keep building and improving on this year by year. If you're in the Discord, obviously we're reading that. If you got suggestions, let us know. But yeah, it's been a good event and looking forward to tomorrow.
I got a suggestion for you guys while I have you both in here. When the hell are we going to open up that bidding? When can I try to secure my spot? Do we have an idea yet?
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna get the lineups up a little late tonight because I gotta go and do an event at 9 o'clock. But I was actually thinking right at the witching hour, midnight tonight, I'll open up the bidding. We'll have it go all night tonight and all through the day tomorrow.
Oh, come on, do two. Do two.
Yeah, we are going to do two. We're going to do
Okay.
two spots because we're going to start 28 cars because we got 24 is going to be locked in after the B, and then the volunteers and the veterans provisionals will be filled in, and then two bids for 27 and 28, and then if the executive committee wants to do a couple extra, by all means, I'm going to let them make that decision. I'm just going to go up to the 28 and then let them handle the rest.
Well, sounds like a plan. Congratulations on locking yourself in tonight, Jack. And Dino,
Jack, yes.
You can run off, man. If you got a race at 9 here, I can do this closeout. I won't keep you.
I don't know. We still get a couple of minutes. So I'm actually writing down the finishes of the poll shuffles now, so we can figure out how to do that lineup. So I'll get with you, Jack, on that. Because I don't think if a guy didn't show, but he was supposed to be in the first or second bracket. My feeling is I don't think he should be penalized all the way back to 10th, but I don't know what the rule is. I've never been in this position before. I usually is the D-main guy.
I sent you the list, Dean. We didn't. Blake gets scored 8th, I think, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So send me the list then if you got it, and then I'll get that lineup done.
Yeah. Thanks again, guys. Been a good show.
Well, hey,
Awesome.
good luck tomorrow,
man.
Jack.
Thanks, sir. Good luck to you too.
Oh yeah, God. I'm gonna need it. Oh man, Dino, what do I do tomorrow? It is going to be a stressful day. I'll tell you what, I really am. I'll probably put in 200 laps tomorrow on a 100 overall track, and just try to milk that bottom.
How many people in front of you qualified in the Knox?
All
so
right.
I'll move you up to the
that's
ladder a
actually
little bit.
that's actually a great question, and I can extend this a little bit here. Let's pull up.
Because
pull
you
up
want
the list.
all 4 of those in front of you. That's what you wanted.
Okay, so Jack gone. No, Jack's the only one. Oh, Ted York. Okay, Ted York. That's it. Only 2. Yeah.
So that's 2. So that's 2. And remember, the main's got some extra laps too. So I believe the D is 12, the C is 15, and the B is 22.
Yeah. So how many do we know? How many are going to go straight to the B main like tomorrow?
Or what? Come out of the C to go to the B.
What I mean by that is, do we know? Well, I guess I may be low enough. I may have to run that C. That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if you probably don't have the math.
Well, last year they did 14 to the B and then brought 4 from the C, but they had a little bit higher car count. So I'm going to present moving 12 to the B right now.
Well, then I'm in. I think I'm in.
Some to the C and then some to the D, and then 4 go from the D to the C and 4 from the C to the B.
I'm the 9th driver, so I may actually be straight into that B main.
Oh, you're going to be straight into B no matter what.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
you'll be
a little.
in the B no matter what.
Got to pass 5 guys tomorrow. We'll see if I can do it. Dino, I appreciate you hanging out with me here, man. Running the admin things. I'm not sure you had to help Jeff babysit. Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Jeff wanted to concentrate on racing, and I was more than happy to help out. Both Jeff and Jack. That was a big event for them. Jeff has been trying to race and admin, and I know how hard that can be. And, he kind of wanted to have a night off to do that, and I was happy to step in. Anytime he asks, I'll be there for him.
Well, Dino, appreciate you for doing that. Appreciate you for, gathering all the sponsors, helping put this thing together. You, Jack Hitt, Jeff Barker, Bill Calder. Man, we hope you're watching. We love you. Hope you're feeling better. Get back on the racetrack with us. But that's going to do it here for the C2C Knoxville Nationals Hard Knocks. Night number 3, but tomorrow, me and Marty, Robbie Hill will be here, I believe.
Yes,
and it is going to be a fun one. You can't miss that. 47 laps here at the Knoxville Raceway. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss the show. I'm Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV saying so long and have a good evening.